How are you, everybody? Today, inshallah, we will solve exam number 2. This is Mr. Abdul Salam, and this is the GET course. Okay, let's read question number 1. We have a plane which is traveling by speed which is 900 kilometer per hour, and a person so that we still have 635 kilometer remaining, and we have 60 minutes. 60 minutes, which is equal to 1 hour. So I still have 900 kilometers. What is the total distance? I will add 5 plus 0, 5, 3 plus 0, 3, 6 plus 5, 15. It will be letter B. Let's take the next question. Question number 2 is talking about find the angle DMA. This is the angle DMA. How we can find angle DMA? We can find angle DMA using two rules. The first one, if I have adjacent pair, their sum will be 180, the two angles beside each other. And also if I have letter X, so the above angle equal the bottom angle and the right equal to the left. So I can complete the figure here by, this is 120, so also this is 120. And I will subtract 180 minus 120, which is 60. So here's 60 and here's 60, and I will choose 60. Now let's take the next part. 3, question number 3. We have a figure, and this figure is, to be clear, this figure will be, we have 6 squares, and we have a shaded part inside it. We can edit this line. So here I can draw and we have a shaded part which is here and also here. Do you see? This is the shaded part. By the way, you have to know that if I have a rectangle, inside it I have a triangle. So this triangle will be half the rectangle. So I can switch this part to be here. Do you see? So now I have a triangle. So this triangle will be half this rectangle. This rectangle, which is 4 and 4, which is 8. Half of 8 will be 4. So I have 4 and 2. Which one is greater? It's A. The first value is greater. Let's take the next question, which is question number 4. A car moved at 6 a.m. 6 a.m. and its speed was 100 kilometers per hour. After 225 kilometers, another car moved, and we need the time when the second car moved. I can use 100 kilometers in 1 hour, so 200 kilometers takes 2 hours. 25 kilometers will be quarter hour. The quarter hour will be 15 minutes. So now I can write 2 hours and 15 minutes, and I will add, it will be 8 and 15 minutes. Question number 5. We have a square. This is a square. So all the sides are 4, 4, 4, because here I have 4. He said, find the area of the triangle. Find the area of this triangle. I know that here I have 4. This is right angle triangle, and this is 8. Let's write the area of triangle first. Area of triangle equals half times base times height. Okay. Now, so I write half times base times height. Okay, where is the base and height? This is the base and this is the height. Teacher, I have the height, which is 4. But where is the base? In this case, you have to know that in GAT, we have 4 special triangles. The first triangle, which is 3, 4, 5. And its multiples like 6, 8, 10, 9, 12, 15. We have another triangle, which is 5, 12, 13. And we have 2 triangles, which is 45 triangle, which is called x and x radical 2. And the other triangle, which is 30, 60, x and double x and x radical 3. Which special triangle here I have? I have 4 and it's double, so I'm talking about this triangle. 4 and double 4, which is 8, and here will be 4 radical 3. So I can write here 4 radical 3. How I can multiply? You can find half of 4 will be 2. 2 times 4 will be 8. So it will be 8 radical 3. 8 radical 3. Let's take the next part, which is question number 6. We have Khalid, Raed, Ahmed, and Wael. He mentioned that Khalid is 5 times Raed, and Raed is half Ahmed and Wael. And they all have 500 riyals to share together. We need to find the value of each one of them. Okay, now in this case, I will write. Raed is the least one, so I will give him 1. Khalid is 5 times Raed, it will be 5. Raed is half Ahmed, so Ahmed will be 2, and Wael also will be like Ahmed, so it will be 2. How many shares we have here? How many shares we have here? We have 5 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2, which is 10. What I should do, I will divide the amount by the number of shares, which will be 50. So now, you can find the share of each one of them. How? Multiply 5 times 50 would be 250. 5 times 1 will be 50. 5 multiplied 2 will be 100. And 5 multiplied 2 will be 100. So now, I need to choose Raed. Raed is 50, and we finish. Let's take the next question, which is question number 7. 4 multiply 3 equals 6 minus x. 4 multiply 3 will be 12 equals so 6 negative x. I have to collect the numbers in one side and the variables in the other side. I will move 6 to the other side, it will be negative 6. So it will be 12 minus 6 will be 6, and here we have negative x. Multiplied by a negative, it will be x equals negative 6. We finish. Question number 8. He said we have some squares beside each other, and the area of one square equals 9. Find the perimeter of the figure. Perimeter of the figure meaning I have to count the outer sides. If I count here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So I have 32 sides. If I can find each side equals how many, from where I can find it? You have another information, area of a square. Okay, area of a square is always side power 2. So now, area of a square, I can replace it by 9 here. So the side length will be how many? Which number? Power 2 equals 9, it's 3. Or I can use the square root here to cancel, and the square root here, it will be also 3. Now I will multiply 32 by 3. 2 times 3, 6, and 3 times 3, 9, which is 96. Let's take the next question, which is question number 9. He said 15x squared equals 7. Find the value of 15 times 7 x squared. If I try to find the value of x squared, what's happened? If I try to find the value of x squared, it would be a difficult question here. So how I can solve this question? I can use a small hack, which is, can we replace the positions between 15 and 7? Yes, we can. So I can write it 7, and here I will write 15x squared. Why I should do that? Because already I have the value of 15x squared. You can replace 15x squared by 7. So I will replace 15x squared by 7. It will be 7 times 7, 49. I will choose 49. Now, question number 10. 7 over 14 equals 27 over 3x. Okay. Now, so I have to simplify each fraction first. Simplify each fraction. Divide the 7 1, divide the 7 it's 2. And also 27 and 3 is divisible by each other, which will be 9. So I have 1 over 2 equals 9 over x. By the way, in this type of questions, we will use a cross multiplication. The number with x in the same cross always will be down. The other two numbers will be up. It will be 18. X equals 18. Question number 11, which is, the sum of two positive integers is 42. The first one is 3/4 the second one. So I have first number and second number. He said 3/4. 3/4 meaning 3 to 4. As I told you, this type of questions, I will find the number of shares. I have 7 shares. So I will divide 42 divided by 7, which is 6. I have to find each one of them. 6 by 3 will be 18. 6 by 4 will be 24. Clear? Okay, now it's easy. He asked me to choose what? He said the second number. Okay, second number will be 24. And here we have 25. We have 25. So which one is more? The second value is more. A means first value is more. B means second value is more. C, both equal. D, we cannot compare. Okay, now let's take the next part, which is, so here, second, okay. Square root 9 multiply 3.9. Okay, this is 9 times 3.9, okay. Now, square root 9 is 3, no problem. And here, we don't have a square root for 3.9, but approximately 3.9 could be 4, and the square root 4 will be 2. So 2 times 3 would be 6, and I will choose 6. Why? Because he said, after rounding, you have to do rounding here, okay? Now, let's take the next question. It's question number. If x, y, and b are positive integers, and we have x plus y plus b equals 8. And he said x is equal to y. We need to compare between the value of x and 5. I have to check. Here I have many scenarios. Let's write the options we have here, or the different scenarios we have here. Maybe x is 1. So y is 1. 1 plus 1 equals 2. Out of 8, it will be 6. It should be 1 plus 1, 2 plus 6, 8. Maybe x is 2. So 2, and here also will be 2 because x equals y. 2 plus 2, 4. So I need 4 here. Maybe x is 3. So y will be 3, which is 6. So here I will have 2. Maybe x is 4. So y will be also the same number, which is 4. So p will be 0. This is not acceptable. Why? Because he said it's positive and 0 is not positive. So this scenario is out. So x may be 1 or 2 or 3. And in the 3 scenarios, 5 is more. So I will choose letter A. I will choose letter A. For any value of x, 5 will be greater than any value of x. I will choose letter A. I will choose letter A. Next question, question number 40. A man, his salary is 2,895 and he spent 10% of his salary. 10% of his salary. Find the remaining part. Find the remaining part. I will check the choices. Do you see here 2 zeros, 2 zeros, 2 zeros, 2 zeros? So he did here approximation. So 2,859, it's approximately 2,900. What is 10% of this amount? I can multiply 10 over 100, multiply the amount here. I can cancel 2 zeros with 2 zeros, so it will be 290. 290. I will subtract the amount, 2,895 minus 290. It will be 5062, approximately 2,600, approximately. Okay? Let's take the next question and see how we can solve it. Question number 15. Question number 15. Absolute 6 minus absolute 8. Now, if I have this question, always the absolute can cancel the negative inside it, not outside it. So if I have this question in this order, it will be absolute negative 8 will be 8, minus absolute negative 6 will be 6. So 8 minus 6 will be 2. I will choose positive 2. But if I have the order here and it exists in different order, absolute negative 6 minus absolute negative 8, it will be negative 2. So I will choose B. We have both of them in the two orders in the exams. Let's take the next question, question number 16. Compare between 8 radical 41 and 8 plus radical 41. I have a problem here, which is radical 41. Radical 41 approximately equals what? I don't have a radical for 41, but I have a radical for 36, which is 6. And I have a radical for 49, which is 7. So I'm sure that radical 41 will be a number between 6 and 7. 41 is close to whom? To 6. So it's maybe 6.4 or 6.3. Now, I can use it here. If I have 8 plus 6.4, it will be approximately 14.4. But here, if I have 8 multiply 6.4, it will be more than 48 because 6 by 8 only 48. So the first value is more. And no need here to calculate exactly the amount of the first value. You can only estimate it. I need only to compare. I don't care this number equals what and this number equals what. I care which one is more. Now let's take the next question, which is question number a factory that produces colors, red, blue, yellow, green. Find the color number 70. How I can solve this question? How many colors I have? 4. So I will divide 70 by 4. How I can use long division? I will divide 7 by 4. Let's complete question number 17. We have a factory that produces colors, which is red, blue, yellow, green. Find the color number 70. In this type of questions, I will divide 70, but I will divide 70 by what? By 4, because I have 4 types. So I will divide 70 by 4. I will divide 7 divided 4 is 1. 1 times 4 will be 4. And then I will subtract. 7 minus 4 equals 3. Each time you have to drop 1 digit, which is 30. 30 divided 4 equals 7, because 4 times 7, 28. Here you cannot take 8, because 4 times 8, 32, more than 30. 30 minus 28 is 2. I will take the remainder. So 2, I will count which one is the second one. It's blue, I will choose blue. If the remainder here is 3, for example, I will choose the third one, which is yellow. If the remainder is 1, I will choose the first one, which is red. If there is no remainder, I will choose the last one. Let's take the next question, question number 18. Question number, find E plus Y. A few minutes ago, we said the above equal bottom, so here 150. 150 plus 150 will be 300. Out of 360, I will subtract it, it will be 60. So here will be 30 and here will be 30. E plus y will be 60. Next question, compare between. We have a fraction to the right and we have a number which is 4 to the left. First of all, I will write the fraction 1.1 and we have many zeros, 0, 0, 0, maybe. And here we have 0.3 and some zeros. I don't care about it, but any zero to the right for the decimal is not effective, so this is out. It will be 1.1 divided by 0.3. We shouldn't have a decimal in the denominator, ever. What I should do, here how many decimal places? 1 decimal places. So if I have 1 decimal places, I will multiply by 10. 2 decimal places, I will multiply by 100. 3 decimal places, I will multiply by 1000. So here I will multiply by 10, and here also I will multiply by 10, which is 11 divided by 3. Which one is more? 11 divided by 3 or 12? You can use quickly long division. 11 divided by 3. 11 divided by 3 will be 3. 3 times 3, 9. Subtract. It will be 2. There is no number here to drop it, so I will put a decimal point and I will put 0. 20 divided 3, it will be 6. 3 times 6, 18. It's enough. Here it's approximately 3.6 and here 4. So the first value will be more. It's A. Let's read question number 20. Question number 20. The price of a kilo of white flour, the white flour is 2 riyals. And the brown flour is 3 riyals. Now calculate or compare between both of them. Here we have the price of 8 brown. 8 brown meaning 8 times 3, which is 24. 6 white meaning 6 times 2, which is 12. And 4 brown, which is 4 times 3, which is 12. 12 and 12, 24. 24 and 24, I will choose C. C means equal. Question number 21. The population of an area is 4,000 people, and the ratio between university students and non-university students is 20 to 60. Just I need to simplify the ratio, so I can cancel 0 and 0. It's 2 to 6. You can divide here by 2 and here by 2. It will be 1 to 3. Should I simplify it? Yes, I prefer to simplify any ratio I have it. Now, let's find the number of shares. 1 plus 3 equals 4. So I will divide by 4. 4,000 divided by 4 equals 1,000. Multiply by 1 and multiply by 3. It will be 1,000 to 3,000. He asked about university students. It's 1,000. Let's take the next question. Question number a circle with a radius 2 centimeters. So compare between pi square centimeter and the shaded area. What is the shaded area here? It's triangle. We know that the area of triangle equals half times base times height. Where is the base and height? This is base and this is height. Do you see? The radius is 2. So this is radius and this is radius. Why? Because the radius is the distance from the center to the circle. Here also 2, here also 2, and here also 2. So I can write here 2 and here 2. Half of 2 is 1. 1 multiplied 2 will be 2. 2 and here pi. Pi is approximately 3.14. So pi is more. It will be B. Letter B. So the second value is more. Let's take the next question. Simplify. Radical 6 divided radical 3 plus radical 10 divided radical 5. The first technique I have to use, I should divide. I will write radical 6 divided 3 is 2. Plus radical 10 divided radical 5, I will write radical 10 divided 5 is 2. Radical 2 plus radical 2 equals what? If you have a question like x plus x, it will be 2x. Y plus y, 2y, n plus n, 2n. So radical 2 plus radical 2 will be 2 radical 2. Question number 24. 24. Muhammad spent 45 of his salary, then he spent 25 of his salary, and if remaining with him is 2,400, find the salary, find his salary. Okay, he spent 45% plus 25%, which is 70%. The remaining will be 100 minus 70, which is 30%. I can solve this question by, I can write here 30 over 100, means the 30% represent 2,400, and the salary is missing, which is x. We have always to keep the part up and the total down. Use the cross multiplication. I told you any number with x will be down, and the two numbers will be up. So I will write here 100 times 2,400. Do not multiply, because if you multiply, you will have a big number, and you need to simplify. I will cancel 0 and 0. 24 divided 3 will be 8, and I still have 0. So now the salary will be 8,000. 8,000 because I have 3 zeros and 8. Okay? This is the best technique I prefer to solve this time. Minus 15m equals 5. 20 minus 15 is 5m equals 5. You can divide by 5 and divide by 5. M equals 1. So here it should be 1, so we can choose C. Let's take the next X. A road is 1 kilometer long and 50 meter wide. To want to paved with 0.1 thin tiles, calculate the volume of the tiles. How many tiles we need? Okay. I have 1 kilometer, which is 1,000 meters, and I have 50 meters here. So I will find the area. Area equals length by width. Area of rectangle will be 1,000 multiply 50, which is 50,000. Okay, this is the area. If I want to find the volume equals length by width by height, which is length by width. We got it. It was 50,000. Multiply the tiles, which is 0.1, which will be 5,000, which is D. Question number 27. Question number 27. What is the area of the rectangle? Okay. By the way, I do not have the length or the width. I know that the area of rectangle equals length by width. We should try to find a way so we can find the length and width. By the way, I will use a special triangle here. If I have two sides here are equal, x and x, the third side will be x radical 2, and this will be 45 triangle. But here already I have 2, so what I should write here? I will write here radical 2 and here radical 2. So here also will be radical 2, so now I will multiply. The length and width, the length will be radical 2 times the width, which is 2 radical 2. You can multiply 2 multiply 2, which is 4. I will choose 4. And this is A-level question. You have to use a special triangle, and also you will use operation with radicals to solve it. Question number 28, which is the same like it's repeated question. Radical 6 over radical 3. We said it will be radical 2 plus radical 10 over radical 5. It will be also radical 2, so it will be 2 radical 2. Let's take the next question. Question number 29. If 32 candidates are divided equal among 12 people, how many candies are left? Okay. Candy here, and we want to distribute the candy among 12 people. So I will write here 32 divided by 12. How many 12s are in 32? It's maybe 3 and maybe 2. I can check. 12 times 3 equals 36. It's incorrect because I have only 32. I cannot distribute 36, so I will take 2. 2 times 12 is 24. Subtract. 32 minus 24 will be 8. So I have 8 candies left. Okay. Next question. Area of a square is twice the area of rectangle, whose dimensions are 9 and 2. What is the side length of the square? I have a rectangle. Area of rectangle equal length by width. And I have a square. Area of a square equals the side power 2. Sorry. Area of rectangle equals length by width, which is 9 times 2 equals 18. He said that the area of a square is double the area of rectangle. So if the area of a rectangle is 18, double 18 will be 36. I told you a few minutes ago, if you have power 2, use the radical to cancel it and use the radical here. So the side will be equal to 6. Let's take the next question. Question. Muhammad spent 45 of his salary, and then he spent 25 of his salary. This is also a repeated question, and we solve it, which is 80. Question 32, it's also repeated. This will be 1, so it will be C. Question number 33 and 34 is also repeated, so we will start from 35. The corresponding figure represents the number of students according to the number of letters. 4 letters, the number of students who have 4 letters will be 2 circles. 5 letters, 4 circles. 6 letters, 2 circles. 7 letters will be circle. And he said each figure or each circle represents 5 students. So here I have 2 shapes, means 10. Here I have 4. 4 times 5, 20. Here 2 means 10, and here 1 means 5, because each figure is represent 5 students. What is the total number of students? You can add all the numbers here. 20 and 20, 40, and 5 will be 45 students. 45 students. So the answer would be 45 students, okay? Sometimes we have some mistakes in the questions because this question is from your friends. It is not officially from the college board. We collect these questions from your friends, okay? Now let's take the next question. If the area of the figure is 55, what is the length of BC? This is BC. BC. C is here. This is BC. Okay, now what I should do, I will draw the square here. The square here. So if I want to find the area of this part, it will be the area of shaded part will be area of shaded equals area of the greatest figure minus the area of the white shape. The greatest figure is square. I have a square. So the area will be 8 times 8. 8 power 2. which is 64, minus the area of the white part, it's given, which is 55. 64 minus 55 will be 9. So I'm sure that the small square, now I will focus on the small square here. Do you see? This is small square. This is small square. The area of the small square equals side power 2. And the area is 9. As usual, I will take square root and the square root. So the side will be 3. And I will choose 3. Let's take the next question. We have the blue is nurse, the orange is doctor, the gray is workers, and he asked about which statement is correct. The workers is always what? The workers is always what? This is the workers. You can compare it to the nurse. Do you see? The nurse is always more than the worker. So the worker is always smaller than to nurse, which is the less than the nurse, or smaller than the nurse. Okay? According to the doctors, sometimes its worker is more than doctors, and sometimes the doctors are more than. The total workers in the hope and inspection sector. Hope, and maybe this is called inspection or preview. We need to find the total number of what said, the total number of the workers here and here. Will be what also? Will be maybe here the workers in the two sections will be greater than the doctors or less than the nurse. More than the doctors, greater than the nurse, less than the doctors, equal to the nurse. It is not equal to the nurse or greater than the nurse, but it will be more than the doctors. More than the doctors. Question number 39. In this figure, compare between angle X and 30. Do you see? I will try to draw the question again. I have here. Here it's 50. And here it's 50. Here it's 30. And here it's X. Now, I will try to erase this figure, this line. So now it's easy. I have one triangle. And the measure of the interior angles for any triangle is 180 degrees. I can add 50 plus 50 plus 30, which is 130. Out of 180, so the answer will be 50. The answer will be 50. 50 is more, so I will choose letter A. Let's take the next question. Question number 40. If x is greater than 0 and y is smaller than 0, compare between. I have to choose some integers satisfy this condition. We can choose x, for example, by positive number, and I prefer to use numbers like 1, 2, 3. So I can choose here 2. Also for y is smaller than 0, so y is a negative number. Can choose number like negative 3. Let's plug in here. 2 times negative 3 will be negative 6, plus x, which is 2, which will be negative 4. Y, which is negative 3, minus 2 times x, which is 2 times 2, which is 4, which will be negative 7. Which one is more? Negative 4 is more than negative 7, so I will choose letter A. If I change the numbers, I will have the same result. Yes, you will have the same result. Okay. Compare between 1,000 squared. This is 1,000 times 1,000. It will be 1,000,000. 6 zeros. Okay. This is not the problem. The problem will be in the other section. I have 3 plus 999 power 2 over 1,000. I will try to estimate the answer because I don't need to find the exact value. I need to compare between the two numbers. Here it's approximately 1,000. So by the way, 1,000 squared is 1,000,000. This is 1,000,000 plus 3 over 1,000. If I ignore the 3 also, I can divide here, it will be only 1,000. And this is approximately 1 million, so A is more. Remember, focus on the target of the question. We need to compare between the two quantities, not to find the value of the other fraction. Find the value of 0.499, multiply 0.75, multiply 8. We have different ways to solve this question, but I prefer to use. Here, it's approximately 0.5 or 500, which is half, because 0.5 or 0.500, it's half, times 0.75, it's famous fraction, which equals to 3/4, multiply 8. Now I need to simplify. You can solve it in two different ways. You can put here 1, and I can multiply the numerators. 1 times 3, 3 times 8, 24. Divided 2 times 4, 8 times 1 will be 8. 24 divided 8 will be 3. Or you can solve it also in a different way. You can divide by 4 will be 1, divide by 4 will be 2. Cancel 2 and 2, you have 3 up. It's up to you. Use the method you prefer. Next question. What is the value of x to satisfy the inequality 0.06 is smaller than x is smaller than 0.08? Which number is between 0.06 and 0.08? It's 0.07, and this is like an easy question. Question number 45. In the following, what is the rate of a change or the percent of increase of the factors in Saudi Arabia? Okay, the factors in Saudi Arabia increased by 542, and it was 350. I can subtract. 2 minus 0 will be 2. 14. 4 minus 5 cannot be. I will take 1 from here. It will be 14. 14 minus 5 will be 9. And this is 1. It's approximately 190. Over the original, multiply 100. Always, if you want to find the percent, you will divide part over total times 100. Write this rule in your notebook. Now, how I can simplify? I will put here 1 and we'll try to simplify. I will cancel 0 and 0. 35 and 100 is divisible by 5. Divided 5 will be 7. Divided 5 will be 20. Approximately 7 and 21. I cannot divide 7 by 19 or by 20. Mister, should I multiply 20 by 19 and then divide by 7 using long division? No. No. Why no? I can estimate the answer. 20 is approximately 21, and 21 divided 7 will be 3. 3 times 19 will be 19 times 3. 3 times 9, 27. 7 and carry up 2. 1 times 3, 3 and 2, 5. It's 57. Which number here is close to 57? It's only 55. When I have to find the accurate number for this operation, if the choices is about 55, 54, 56, it's so close to each other. So I have to find it exactly. Here, no. Here I have a gaps between the choices, so I can use rounding and estimating to solve this type of questions. Next question, it's 45. Compare between the two decimals. Here I have nothing to do, but here I can find the answer. 0.009. Put the decimal point under the decimal point. So I will write here 0.07. And here I will write 0.3. And now you can add. 9 plus nothing will be 9. 7 plus nothing will be 7. And 3 plus nothing will be 3. 0 point. By the way, it's the same decimal, so I will choose letter C. Thank you. See you in the next video, exam number 6, inshallah.